Okay, so again, on the quest to lower calories slightly. Now, the thing is, you can get two foods that have identical calorie values, but the way in which you'll feel in terms of fullness can be completely different. I mean, if you imagine, let's say, um, a can of fizzy drink or a glass of wine, let's say the calories in there, an equivalent of that, let's say in a vegetable, broccoli. So whilst the kind of equivalent amount, a bowl of broccoli, if you like. I don't know who's having a bowl of broccoli, but a bowl of broccoli is the example I use. So one, you are hardly going to notice the calories. It's not really going to affect your ability to consume more calories. Whilst the bowl of broccoli, to be honest, you're going to struggle to get through I certainly would, to get through the calories in the bowl of broccoli in terms of the nutrients involved, in terms of the amount of fiber. Fiber's a filling nutrient. It's going to fill you up for way less calories. So these things are certainly worth knowing. So including vegetables at meals as much as you can, whether like me you have to uh, mix them in slightly or add something to them to make them taste better, entirely up to you. But certainly almost at every meal having some kind of inclusion of, certainly on the main meals, of vegetables. um, so fiber being quite a filling nutrient, protein also, and a needed nutrient, and another very kind of filling nutrient in relation to calorie values. It's getting to know which foods are quite filling, and I think kind of top of the list, if I remember, things like new potatoes, they tend to be very filling in relation to the calories that they yield. Even some of the soups, especially if you're adding extra vegetables, again, although maybe the thicker soups can be quite filling for less calories, and like I was saying before, the fibers and the proteins. Get to know those sort of filling foods, and the foods again that you enjoy. Enjoyment is a big part of this process because it's got to be a sustainable process, as we were saying before. But get to know those filling foods, and also get to know those foods that aren't so filling, that are that can be eaten in quite good quantities and don't really sort of lead to any kind of fullness. Because then again, you can have, we'll talk about balance in a previous video, so it's kind of, and even linking it into the fun foods, the healthy foods. So you could bring a lot of the healthy foods into the nutrient dense foods into the healthy food side, and then those foods that you can eat, the calories are kind of adding up but doesn't really lead to fullness. You could put that in the fun side of the equation. So there is some overlap with these tips, but certainly being aware of which foods fill you up and which foods that you can have quite a good quantity of without really inducing that kind of fullness are certainly worth knowing.